Hello there, Rebel Scum. Well, it's been a while since you've seen me on a video. I'm sorry. Well, I'm the Jumbo guy. We haven't had any Jumbos for a while. If you haven't been aware, Gentle Giant has gone through sort of a warehouse refresh, so it's taken them a little while to start getting stock in to ship to everybody again. But we finally got this amazing size Snootles here, Jumbo, in the Return of the Jedi line, the first of the Max Rebo 3-pack. As you recall, in the original Kenner release, they came out in a 3-pack. And we have Sai here. We've also seen Max Rebo with his little keyboard, and then we've seen Droopy McCool. Haven't seen Max Rebo in the package yet. Maybe we'll check that out at Toy Fair. So kind of curious how they bundled that together. They had contemplated about a special 3-pack. As you recall, they did do that with some of the Imperial figures and the droids a while ago, but this would have been quite massive to get these three in the package. So we're really excited about this. You got Sai Snootles here with her microphone you can see in the back. Looks amazing. The first time this character is appearing on its own card back, because originally it was part of that 3-pack. So you can see that right here. Checking out the back here, you can see the other two band members are the next up coming out in this series. And this gives you a good sense of where we are in the line right now. Over 60 figures from the original 99 have been done. This is including the variants, so we got Big Head and Small Head Han, we got Orange and Brown Snake Yoda, so you're going to have those variants in there as well. What this doesn't include is it doesn't include the Wampa. I mean, that wasn't a figure originally, but they did do the Wampa. We get a Wampa down here. The Dianoga you can see over my shoulder has also been done. And you have Salacious Crumb that was released in a holiday edition, but the base figure is in that pack. So you can get Salacious Crumb as well. No Jabba. But we have quite an extensive line at this point. So I know there was some mixed feelings about the new Anakin being released from Episode 3 and his Darth Vader look, pre-suit and everything. And just to remind you that they have a great balance between the original 99, which they're still producing. They said they committed to the full line. We have a ton coming out, including FX7 finally. A Man is coming. We have, of course, Droopy McCool, and we have Max Rebo. We have Lando and his skiff guard. We're getting all of these very, very soon. So that's like another 5 or 6 right there. But they're also doing a mix of other mediums. So we do have IG-12 coming out really soon as well. And we have that Anakin from Episode 3. And of course, I'm sure there'll be other ones throughout the year that will be sprinkled in there, including that holiday edition Boba Fett, which we're really glad to see in the original holiday colors from the holiday special. So they do a nice mix between the original 99 and then other mediums as well. But just to remind you, look at the retro collection from Hasbro. They've really gone off the rails and gotten away from the original 99. They've produced more of stuff from Obi-Wan, from Mandalorian, from Ahsoka, from all the other shows except for the original 99. I think they're only out about like maybe 30 or less than 30 of the original 99. So eventually Gentle Giant will run out of these to do based on the original Kenner figures. So it's kind of cool that they're exploring other medium. We've gotten to some figures they've never gotten, Kenner never did in the original line, that we're really glad they did, like the Sand Trooper. I thought that came out awesome, Grand Moff Tarkin. So it's great to see the line expanding a little bit. And of course, Han Stormtrooper, which we did a nice look at as well. So just a little PSA, patience in the line. They have told us numerous times, Gentle Giant has told us, they're all coming. They're trying to do the entire original 99. So it's just going to take a while. We're getting like between 5 and 6 a year. So it's a pretty good pace, but there's just a lot more to go. But there have been quite a bit already. So I'm going to give you a quick, after we open up Sai here, give you a quick look at what has been done in the Return of the Jedi line, just so you have a heads up of where we are in that line. That's the most underserved line so far. They're almost completely done with all the New Hope figures. I think they might actually be completely done with all the New Hope figures. There's a couple more of Empire Strikes Back figures, particularly from Cloud City, and then a few from Hoth. And there's a ton of Return of the Jedi figures they haven't gotten to, from Jabba's Palace, from the Ewoks, and from just the random assorted characters they haven't gotten to yet. So that's the most underserved portion. So this is going to be a big year for Return of the Jedi figures. So we're starting to play a little catch up. So without further ado, let's hop in and check out this awesome figure. All right, so we start with our card back here. We always love keeping these. They're unpunched. They look great. The clamshells, though, for me, there's just not enough room to store that unless you had like a warehouse. I know some people stack them on top of each other. Then you're hiding the card back. So what's the point, right? We always get these little inserts that come in here as well. I feel like this is a little bit dated, but it just kind of lets you know about, is it product registration? Yeah, it kind of is product registration, but it gives you a little sense of, what else you might see in the line. These are all kind of dated. I don't think any of these are available. There might still be some stock of these guys over here, but talks about the guild. I'm a guild member. I signed up for the guild. I love being part of the guild because you get that free jumbo if you choose it every year, which is restricted to just guild members. You also get some discounts. You get some nice coupons. You get first up at buying the holiday and convention items. Totally worth joining the guild. All right, let's check out our figure here. So you can see size Snootles right here in the package. We're going to get that little cable twist on here. I usually just cut these, but today I'm feeling in a twist mood, so we're going to do the little twist. So looking great. I love how this turned out. Colors on it are amazing. Okay, now we're getting past doing the twist because I see 3 more of these things on here. Did a great job, I think, on the skirt on there, and it just has that fantastic Kenner look to it, and that's why I love this line. This is one of the few things I collect anymore just because I'm running out of space and need to make decisions. But jumbos are an easy decision because they really have that great nostalgia factor. And this one looks amazing. I mean, it's spot on for the original Kenner figure. It has all the coloring on there. It has the skirt accessory. It has that little feather stick up. The lips on there are painted. And it's going to have that articulation that we're used to for the original figures. It's got a nice feel to it. It just feels like a blown up version of the original. And that's what I love about it. So nice and solid. And this is the first time I've seen this, but the accessories here are in a separate holder. So we have the microphone you're going to have to assemble. Originally, that was 1 piece, but when we get to this scale, it's going to be 2. So a little bit bigger, and that makes it easier for transport, and it makes it easier, a little bit more stable when you're not trying to build one giant piece. I would think you have to worry about this thing warping if that was the case when you're building one giant piece from the post here. So assembly shouldn't be too difficult, although I'm having a little trick getting this into the microphone stand. But essentially, once you get it in there, you're going to have your little microphone for the size Snootles. And that was, kind of her thing. She was the singer. It was her and Droopy had the microphone. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to sink in a little bit or if it just stays there at the top, because I'm not getting it to go down any more than that. But there we go. We have our microphone. We have our size Snootles, and looking pretty spiffy here. Of course, you can hold that microphone however you want. Very basic design to this. I recall these were being the only band in the original. They added a lot more band members when they did that special edition. So it was just this puppet that kind of just rocked back and forth, and that was the extent of what size Snootles did in the original there. And I think she made an appearance on the sail barge, as I recall, too. I'm looking over here to see if I see her on it. No, yeah, I think that was Droopy was on the sail barge. So anyway, still a really cool figure. Like how this turned out. Really anxious to get the whole band there to see what they look like together. All right, so now that we've seen our size Snootles, you get a nice little look at this. Saw the whole figure here, saw the accessory. Why don't I grab all the Return of the Jedi jumbos, and you guys get a good idea of where we are with Return of the Jedi. All right, so we're going to look at our Jabba's Palace part of Return of the Jedi. I'm not going to get everyone else here. We got some Ewoks, we got a Scout Trooper, a Lando General, the Emperor, the Emperor's Royal Guard, and I think that's about it for the rest of them. But here we go, our Jabba's Palace, Return of the Jedi Kenner figures that we have so far in the Jumbo line. I also want to note, I just looked at my size Snootles, and the feet were actually pointed out, not in, on that figure. So I think that's the only difference I'm noticing here on the feet. So let's start here. We got Luke, Jedi Knight. So he's the figure we've shown a couple times here with his green lightsaber and his palace blaster there. I don't know if there's a blue version. I can't recall if they made a version in the Jumbo line with the blue lightsaber. I'll have to check that out. But you got your Luke. You could add Luke there to the line. Of course, you had the Premier Guild exclusive Han Carbonite. Very cool figure, where he comes out of the Carbonite here as well. He didn't come with a weapon or anything. I don't think he did originally. He didn't come with a weapon either. He just came with the Carbonite block. So that's what he comes with here as well. We got Bausch, Leia Bausch. The helmet does come off. There we go. You get that same Leia head underneath there. So you got your Leia Bausch. You could add that to your line here. You got Yak Face. Looking pretty sharp here. I think he came with a coin. He was a Power of the Force figure. And he's got his little skiff pike there. Bib Fortuna here. I think he was a Premier Guild figure, as I recall. He's got his really nice robes here. These are a little bit more rubbery, I think, than they were originally. But I think he turned out really well. In addition to that, we have 8D8 was one of the newer ones. We just showed you that was the Premier Guild for, I believe, 2024 or 2023. So he came out here. He looked really sharp. So we got 8D8, our little basement, one of our torture droids. Gamorrean Guard, he was released a couple times underneath the Power of the Force card back and the standard card back here with his little axe. He looks great as well. And then, like I said, we have we got Salacious Crumb. So he came in a little holiday pack with a little sack of presents and stuff like that. But the figure by himself is just the original figure that came with the Jabba the Hutt. So you could add that, count it, add that to your collection as well. But this is basically where we are with the Jabba's Palace figures. So really underserved at this point. I mean, we're missing Barada, we're missing Nikto, we're missing Lando Skiff, we're missing the Weequay, we're missing Amanaman, we're missing Wolf, we're missing Riez. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of characters we're missing. So we are getting Amanaman very soon. We're excited about that. Lando Skiff, we're getting very soon. Excited about that. So those figures are coming. Riaz will be a fun one when they do that, just because of the way he looks. And then, yeah, Squidhead needs to come out as well. So yeah, we have a lot of characters that we're waiting on still from Gentle Giant in this line. But like I said, they are catching up, and this is going to be a big year as we add the whole Max Rebo band and a couple other figures. So that is your look at where we are right now with Return of the Jedi, adding Snootles to the Jabba's Palace era section of the film. And there we have it, another great addition to the Jumbo line. Like I said, this is going to be a big year for Return of the Jedi and Jumbos. I mean, we have several on the horizon. We know of the other two band members here. We got Droopy and Max. We have Amanaman, and we have Lando in his gift card disguise. So I think I'm forgetting one more, but that 4 is pretty good. So we got 4 coming out very soon that will be expanding our line for an underserved portion of the Gentle Giant Jumbo line, and that's Return of the Jedi. I'm missing a lot of figures from Return of the Jedi, so it'd be great to finally get these really colorful, really interesting characters to mix in with the other ones. And of course, we have other ones coming out this year as well. We know about that Anakin from Episode 3. We know about the Holiday Edition R2-D2. And there's a ton of other figures that will be announced, I'm sure, of the IG-12 that we have seen today, and then there's probably more that we don't know about, but we might find out about soon. We're heading to Toy Fair, so who knows what we're going to see there at Gentle Giant in Diamond Select Toys booth. Who knows what we're going to see at the Hasbro booth. Who knows what we're going to see at the Jazzwares booth. But we will be checking them all out and covering them here on this channel, so stay tuned. That's only just a couple weeks away. If you miss me and see my reviews, I'm always over on Cool Toy Review. You could just come over and check it out. There's a link on this website on rebelscum.com to link over to cooltoyreview.com. Check out our YouTube channel. We've been doing a lot of work lately on covering old school Marvel toys. Of course, we're mixing in new things as well from NECA. We've been checking out Super 7. We've been checking out Mezco. We've been checking out Bandai. I mean, we do pretty much everything on that channel that is not Star Wars. So please come on over and check it out. We're about to start a really nice 1-month segment on, not a solid month, but over the course of the next month, Mattel Secret Wars, you can see over my shoulder, because we also have those Hasbro Marvel Legends Secret Wars 40th anniversary figures. Throw them back to that, so I figured it'd be a nice time to do both of those lines side by side, so you can see the old school and the new school, and then check out how those compare. So you can always come check that out as well. But for Jumbos, we're not done. We have a big year ahead of us, so we're going to be checking out more. We have Toy Fair coming up, so stay tuned here. Like, subscribe, and follow. And as always, stay vigilant, you Rebel Scum.